Hey guys, welcome to Calvin's Got Game. I'm Calvin and I'm here to tell you about a fun little game today. It is called Junk in My Trunk. Okay, everybody stop laughing. But Junk in My Trunk is by CSE Games. It is 8 plus, 2 to 7 players, takes about 20 minutes to play. It says, can your elephant be the first to clean the circus? You see the elephant's got all this stuff in his trunk. He's trying to clean up the circus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I'm going to lay this out on the table. I'm going to go over as much of the rules as I can. I may miss one. I hope not. But I'm going to go over the rules the best I can, and we'll show you how to play it, and I'll come back and tell you what I think about it. Hey guys, here's what's coming in the box of Junk in My Trunk. Junk in My Trunk has a rule book. It has these number cards. They're different numbers. There's 2s, 1s, 10s, 25s, 7s, 6s, quite a few numbers, even up to 50. There's 108 cards, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but that's okay. The object of the game here is to get rid of all your cards in your hand, and then you're going to get rid of the cards on the table. Let me set this game up for you just a second. So what's going to happen is, in this rule book, by the way, for a smaller game, there is 12 pages of rules, but they're very well written, so it's not hard to follow. So what you're going to do is you're going to set up for a game here. Each person will get dealt out 3 cards like this in front of them. Don't look at these cards. So then you're going to get 7 dealt to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so you get 7 cards dealt to you. And these cards, you're going to pick 3 of these cards, and you're going to put them on top of these piles. So I'm going to put a 25, 25, and a 10. Then we'll put these cards back in my hand. I'll just leave them up for you. This person is going to put a 20, 25, 15. Now, I just put those cards out there. You can put any of these cards you want to out there. But here's what's going to happen during gameplay, and I'm going to leave these up over here. So what's going to happen during gameplay is the first person is going to play a card to the junk pile. So this person is going to play a 1. 1s are special cards. They allow you to peek at one of these underneath cards, so you kind of know what you have. So he's going to peek. He sees he has a 6 under there, and you don't show the other players, but you get to peek at your card. So now I have to play a card, either the same number or a higher number. So I have 2 2s, and I can play both of those because they're both higher, and I can play as many of those as I have of the same number. But mine says swap, so now what I can do is I can swap one of these and just swap it for theirs. So now I have 3 25s here. So I am able to do that. These are kind of special cards in the game. So now I'm going to show you this player's turn here. He has 2 more 2s. What he does now is this is called a 4-pack or pack 4 or something like that. Let me make sure I got the terminology exactly correct. It's 4-pack bonus. 4-pack bonus, like a pachyderm elephant, 4-pack bonus. So what will happen here is these cards will be discarded and put into the nice tray here out of the game, and then they get to take another turn. So they would discard the card. But I also forgot to mention, you do draw back to 4 cards because you can't play these cards until this pile is all gone. So you're going to continue drawing up to 4 cards and until this pile is completely gone. Once this pile is gone and you've played all the cards in your hand, now you start playing the cards that you have down here. And if you can't play a higher card, you have to take the mess and add it to your hand, and then you continue to play. So you're going to play everything in your hand into the trash bin, as you're playing, you will draw cards back up to 4. If you have more than 4, you do not draw cards. So you want to make sure that you're always drawing your card when you're supposed to. When you run out, you play your cards, and I can play 2 here. I could have played all 3, I guess. And then you're going to pick one card when it's your turn after you played all the cards on top. You have to play all these on top first. And you pick it. If you can't play, you're going to pick up the pile. So it's going to go back and forth until somebody plays their last card. And when they play their last card, they're the winner. They've cleaned up all the junk at the circus, the mess. So that's basically how to play Junk in My Trunk. You are going to draw cards up to 4 when you play. You're going to play a card higher than somebody else. You are going to continue that until this deck is completely gone. If you can't play, you're going to pick up the mess and add it to your hand. I do want to explain some of these special cards here. This is a wild card. This zeroes it down to 0. So they'll just play higher as a 0. It has no other function, does nothing else, just gives you something to play when you can't play higher than somebody. You'll just play that card. The monkey card here is a 0, so it brings the total back down to 0. Plus, you draw your card to fill your hand back up if you have to, if you have under 4 cards, and then you automatically take another turn. The Ringmaster, he is also a 0. He brings it back down to 0. What happens is he wipes the whole trash pile, and they go into this box here. You just take them completely out of the game, and then as you can see, the Ringmaster also takes another turn. So you're going to draw again if you have less than 4 cards and play your card. Let's talk about these other ones. 1, we kind of showed you what the 1 was. You're going to get to peek at one of the cards that you have underneath. So you'll peek at it. Don't let anybody else look at it. So that you know what you have to do at the end of the game to play all these cards. And you may want to swap what's under here with someone else if you get a chance to do that. And that's exactly what the number 2 does. Okay, so the number 2 lets you swap with someone else. So you're just going to take someone else's pile and just swap it with theirs. So now you were able to do that. So then, let's say you have, I'm sorry here, let me see. Let's say you have a 50 on top of this one. Now 50s are really good because no one can play higher than a 50. So if you have that issue, somebody either wants to trade for it or swap you for it, or you hope to keep it. Well, here's something that's called a flip. The number 3 is a flip. So what you do is you flip this upside down, and you hope everybody else forgets what's under that card, but you don't. You remember that's a 50, and you'll be able to play it later. Guys, that is basically how to play Junk in My Trunk. Very fast playthrough here. So if you have any questions, you'd like to see a playthrough of this game, please put it in the comments, and we'll do a playthrough, and I'll come back up and tell you what I think about the game. Hey guys, let me tell you what I think about Junk in My Trunk. First of all, let me go over the components as usual. The rule book, like I said, is 12 pages, but lovely pictures of how to play the game and great explanations. A good job on the rule book telling you how to play the game. Not only that, but they put a diagram, I don't know if you can see this, a diagram of how the game is supposed to look as you set it up inside the box lid. Here's the lid, or the box lid. There's the inside the box lid. Guys, I think that's pretty cool. Great job of CSE Games putting that in there so you know exactly how when you set this game up, what it's supposed to look like. Also, the bottom of the box has nice little artwork in there. You almost don't want to cover it up by the little insert divider they put in there to separate the decks of cards. Really neat, really neat. The cards themselves, basically that's all that's in this box is cards. The cards are okay quality. They're not that linen finish or anything like that, but they're very easy to shuffle. Very nice cards. They're not square, they're rounded on the corner, so you're not going to be bending them. Basically, pretty good quality to the game. Junk in my trunk. This is not going to be for everybody. If you are a heavy gamer, this game's probably not for you. Unless you're wanting to have a quick warm-up game of something fun and silly. This game has got some take that elements of moving stuff back and forth. It has trying to get your stuff played as quickly as possible and not having to pick up that trash pile. It says it's for 8 and up, and it takes about 20 minutes to play. And it probably takes about that long to play. It may take 30, but it's not going to take any more than that. This game, I enjoyed it. I like card games. I enjoyed this game. I thought it was pretty fun. I think I'd say if you're into card games and you like Uno and you like Skip-Bo, some of those things, I think this is something a little bit different, and I think you'll enjoy it. Guys, as always, thanks for watching Calvin's Got Game. If you'd like to see us play this game on the table, put it in the comments and we'll do a playthrough of it. Get a game to the table, get together with friends and family, and thanks for watching Calvin's Got Game.